I want to show you a little bit about the bid follow-up that's available in Eclipse and also in eTerm. It is a very nice feature. We should be using it more than we are, and I'm going to give you a little tips on how to use it, and then from there hopefully we can in the future do more with it. I'm going to create a bid just under for the quotation account and kind of show you how it is to be used. So in this case I'm just going to double click on the quotation account and I'm going to create my bid. 59, 40, oops, 42. $73.85C. I've created a bid here with two items on it, the kitchen sink and a faucet. With the kitchen sink we have in stock, we don't have in stock. You can see right now the available lead time based on color is around 3.9. That's on our normal buying cycles. And then this other item, which is a Maumee, you notice it has the dollar signs in front of it. This is indication that it's a spiff item, that we will pay 100% commission above this $162. So if I sell this for $175, I'll make myself $13 commission on this, or a bonus on this, when this material is shipped and sold and paid for. So I've created this bid out here for the customer. And I'm under the status screen. There's an option called bid follow-up. Now I created, it's off for your edit bid follow-up here, but I've also created a widget shortcut here, or my toolbar shortcut, which allows me to get into this easily. Normally your follow-up date you would go out to a week or so, but for demonstration purposes I want to use today's date. And I said new bid, see if need. I want to exit this and save it. I'm going to exit. Okay, so I've created a bid and done. Notice this is at 19 right now. As the system goes through the process, every so often these widgets are out and refreshed. Bid follow-up is probably mainly would be used first in the morning with the things that are populated, because it is populated based on the day. But other things are populated on a more constant basis, such as the fax queue and the message queues, user job queues. They're on a quicker time. But any widget you can go to and click on refresh, and you can see now that went from 19 to 20. You also see the red flashing around it. Over time you'll get red lights or red flashing around these different widgets up here, and that just means that the system has gone out, looked at the widget, and that it has been updated to the most current status. Just by hovering over it, it will go away. So if you have a bunch of reds just going over them, it'll go away, or you can just let them flash. Under the widgets little side bit, you can edit them and set it up for only a specific user. In this case, since I don't have a specific user, it's showing me all 20. But if this was for my test customer, which or a test employee, it's not only showing the widgets for myself. It's nice to see them all at times. It kind of gives me an idea of who's working the widgets and who are not. This date down here, when you're using a widget, you don't really want to hard code a specific date. MO/DA/YR, it has to be in that format. That is a programming way that the Eclipse uses for variable dating. So every day it will go out and look at the current date. So I do that, you notice it's coming back to 20 again. You see all these bids that are out here that have not been addressed, but down here at the very bottom is the one that I just did, which is test DSW. So I can click on it and I can edit the order. One thing at this point, you cannot append to widgets, to the bid follow-up, unless you actually are in the edit mode. So it's best to go into the edit mode. But if you go to the status, you can go to the bid follow-up and you say, okay, new bid, see if needed. Okay, that was done on 11/23. Assume I'm now looking out into a week later. Well, if it's still a bid, that means that the customer hasn't bought it. I may want to go back to the header, find out who I contacted. Okay, it's at 874-7991. I give them a call. I spoke to John, or John Doe, whoever the customer was. So okay, he says next week I'm going to make a decision on this. So you can create a